We all spend our lives chasing some kind of bonus, right? But what if the one we're all chasing is, well, the wrong one? In this explainer, we're going to dig into a totally different kind of reward, one that has nothing to do with a good quarter or a happy boss. So think about it. As we get close to the end of the year, there's this feeling in the air, isn't there? We're all kind of holding our breath, waiting for something, hoping for that little extra that makes all the hard work feel worth it. For a lot of us, it's that big work bonus, right? That fat check we've been grinding for all year. Or maybe it's a promotion. For kids, it might just be some New Year's money from their grandparents. It's a reward we feel like we've earned, and yeah, we probably have. But here's the catch, and we've all been there. What happens when we're disappointed? Because let's be real, those worldly bonuses, they are never a sure thing. Some years are amazing, other years, not so much. And that uncertainty, that gap between what we hope for and what we get, can leave us feeling pretty frustrated. Okay, so what if I told you there's a different kind of bonus out there? One that's way more reliable, more meaningful, and get this, one that never disappoints. And this is where it gets really interesting. Let's break it down. On one side, you've got the worldly bonus. It's temporary, it's uncertain, and it's all based on your results. On the other side, you have this spiritual bonus. It's eternal, it's guaranteed, and it's based on your faith. The huge difference here is stability. So where does this idea come from? It's rooted in this really powerful passage that says, even while our bodies, our circumstances, our outward selves are declining, something on the inside can actually be getting stronger, renewed, day by day. So how on earth do we tap into that? The secret isn't what you might think. It's not about hustling harder or achieving more. It's all about a simple but incredibly powerful shift in where you put your focus. And check this out. This is the perfect way to visualize it. When you focus on your temporary problems, the bills, the deadlines, the frustrations, it just drains you, right? It points straight down to weakness. But when you shift your focus to a higher, unseen purpose, that's where you find strength. And that day-by-day part, that is absolutely crucial. This isn't about some magical overnight fix or trying to ignore your problems. It's about winning the small battles of focus every single day. Each time you choose to shift your perspective is a day you're building up that inner strength. Okay, so you do this, you shift your focus. What do you actually get? Well, the first eternal bonus is this incredible, unshakable dignity. They call it eternal glory, which sounds, well, glorious. But it's not about being famous or getting applause. It's about this deep down sense of self-worth that you earn by pushing through the tough stuff. It's a value that no one can ever give you, and more importantly, no one can ever take away from you. And this right here, this is the game changer. This verse totally reframes how we see our problems. They're not just random, pointless struggles. It says our light and momentary troubles are actually the factory producing that eternal glory. They have a purpose. And you see this pattern everywhere. I mean, think about Joseph, betrayed by his own brothers, thrown in prison for years, but he endured and he rose to lead a nation. Or Job, who lost literally everything, but his endurance led to even greater honor. And David, hunted like an animal, and that very struggle is what forged him into a king. Their hardship created their glory. All right, so that's the first bonus. But there's another one, and this one is about something even bigger, a lasting inheritance. This is the idea of an eternal kingdom. Think of it like the ultimate finish line, a permanent home that's been prepared for you, a place of total peace and security. It's the final, lasting reward. And just listen to how this is described. It's not some abstract idea. It's a powerful promise that one day, all the things that break our hearts, death, sadness, crying, pain, they'll just be gone for good. So, how do you get this bonus? It all comes back to that one word, faith. It means trusting in a reality that's beyond what our eyes can see, focusing not just on the temporary world around us, but on the eternal one we believe in. Okay, let's tie all of this together with the ultimate case study in endurance. This is where it all clicks into place. And what's so powerful is that it starts with this very real, very human moment. Jesus is facing unimaginable suffering, and he's basically saying, if there's any other way out of this, please, let's do that instead. It acknowledges that it's natural to want to avoid pain. But then comes the pivot. This is that shift in focus we've been talking about, happening in real time. It's the conscious decision to move from his personal desire to avoid pain to aligning with a higher, unseen purpose. And that's the whole point. He was able to endure the temporary agony because his eyes were fixed on the eternal reward. He looked past the momentary suffering to the ultimate bonus, salvation for everyone. That focus gave him the strength to see it through. So what does this all mean for us? It really boils down to 3 simple steps. First, make a conscious choice to shift your focus from your visible problems to the unseen promises. Second, start reframing your hardships. See them not as setbacks, but as the very things building your character. And third, just keep reminding yourself, the greatest rewards, the best bonuses, are the ones that last forever. So I want to leave you with this thought. Think about the biggest challenge you're facing right now, the thing that keeps you up at night. What if you knew with 100% certainty that it was producing a reward for you that would last for all eternity? How would that change the way you face it tomorrow morning? Something to think about.